These 7 common kitchen mistakes are silently destroying your wealth if you do not recognize and fix them in time. Your money will slowly disappear and your luck will fade without any clear reason. Hello, I am Master Han. In Feng Shui, the kitchen is not just a place for cooking. It is the source of fire energy, a powerful flow that represents vitality, wealth, and prosperity for the entire household. When the fire energy in your kitchen is properly nurtured, it activates the wealth channel, helping harmony flourish in your family and attracting abundance. But when this energy becomes polluted, imbalanced, or scattered, it can quietly drain your fortune, disturb your peace of mind, and cause good luck to slip away from your home. What is truly concerning is that most families are unknowingly falling into these Feng Shui traps. Small mistakes that disrupt the energy flow, creating conflict between water and fire elements, making it impossible for wealth energy to gather and stay. In today's video, I am going to break down 7 familiar kitchen mistakes. They may seem simple at first glance, but they are actually some of the most dangerous Feng Shui traps hidden in your cooking space. I will also share with you some easy yet incredibly effective remedies to fix them, so you can unlock the flow of prosperity and hold on tight to the wealth inside your home. Watch closely, because just one wrong placement in your kitchen might be the hidden reason why your money comes in, only to quietly slip away again. Before we dive in, take a moment to write a powerful affirmation in the comments to activate your wealth energy. I am unlocking the flow of prosperity in my kitchen. And if you truly want to understand Feng Shui for wealth, so that every small corner of your home becomes a powerful source of abundance, make sure to hit subscribe on this channel, Master Han Feng Shui for Wealth. Because every week I will share with you real practical Feng Shui secrets to help you keep your money grow, your wealth, and build lasting prosperity for your entire family. Now let us step into your kitchen to uncover 7 seemingly harmless Feng Shui traps that are secretly disrupting your energy flow and draining your family's wealth. Number 1. A washing machine in the kitchen. In Feng Shui, the kitchen represents the element of fire, the life-giving source of yang energy, which nurtures the flow of wealth and prosperity throughout the entire house. The washing machine, however, belongs to the water element. It brings swirling water and waste disposal energy into the space. When fire and water coexist in a small area, especially the kitchen, a powerful elemental clash occurs, blocking and reversing the energy flow. The water inside a washing machine is not the kind that attracts wealth. It is dirty water, low vibration, wasteful, and disruptive. When this unclean water is discharged in the heart of your home's fire zone, the yang energy becomes polluted, much like a flame that's still glowing but covered in fog. The light remains, but the warmth is gone. This weakens prosperity, energy destabilizes the household atmosphere, and may even impact the health of those living there without any clear explanation. The fire in your kitchen needs stability to support a strong yang energy field, but the washing machine creates swirling chaotic motion, a downward disruptive force. When this yin movement overpowers the fire, the energy becomes unstable, and wealth begins to dissipate. This leads to a condition known in Feng Shui as wealth is born but cannot stay. In other words, money may come, but it does not remain. The atmosphere in your kitchen turns damp, heavy, and lifeless. A clear sign that water is overwhelming fire, making it impossible for abundance to grow. To fix this, the core solution is to restore balance by separating water and fire. If moving the washing machine to another area is not an option, you can insert a buffer zone, such as a folding screen, a light wooden curtain, or a partition with a wood-based design. Wood is the perfect bridge between water and fire. Water nourishes wood and wood fuels fire. When wood is present, energy is absorbed, transformed, and returned to the kitchen in a stable, harmonious state. A simple potted plant, a bamboo panel, or a natural wood screen placed in the right spot is enough to prevent water energy from directly colliding with fire. This allows warmth and vitality to return, turning your kitchen back into a space that truly supports prosperity. Number 2, a mirror facing the stove. Mirrors reflect light, but in Feng Shui, they also reflect energy. They can double or scatter energy depending on where they are placed. When a mirror faces the stove directly, the image of the flame is duplicated. Fire energy is amplified and spread out, creating what is known as heaven gate fire, a state where the fire burns too intensely beyond control. In this condition, the energy in the kitchen becomes unbalanced. Fire loses its nurturing quality and becomes destructive. The household energy field turns volatile, arguments become more frequent, and financial stability starts to decline. The light reflected from a mirror carries water-like energy. It is cool, sharp, and fast-moving. When this clashes with the warmth and upward motion of fire, it creates a phenomenon called reversed energy flow. The power that should stay and nourish the kitchen gets bounced away instead. The result, you may have fire but no wealth. You may feel warmth but lack long-lasting fortune. This is very different from a mirror reflecting the dining table, which symbolizes abundance and helps double the sense of nourishment. But a mirror facing the stove creates illusory energy, a false form of energy with no real root. It destabilizes the energy field of the house, leaving everything feeling unsettled. And where energy is unstable, wealth cannot thrive. To fix this, you need to redirect the mirror's reflection so that the energy can once again gather and settle. When the light and image no longer hit the stove directly, fire energy regains its natural stability. A light curtain, a neutral colored cloth, or a soft screen can reduce the glare without darkening the space. If your goal is to create a sense of openness, position mirrors to reflect the dining table or side walls where energy is meant to multiply. This small change will not only improve the room's appearance, but also restore the home's energetic rhythm. When fire is calm, water does not conflict, and wood is nourished, the kitchen becomes a place where energy flows smoothly. Wealth stays strong, and the warmth of the home is felt in every breath. Number 3, leaking faucets or pipes. In Feng Shui, water symbolizes wealth and life force. Flowing water represents financial circulation, but only when it is clean, well-directed, and properly collected does it become water that gathers wealth. On the other hand, constant dripping, even if tiny, is a form of micro-leakage, a slow and silent energy loss that gradually weakens your home's prosperity. A faucet that drips or a pipe that leaks even slightly over time may not be loud or visibly wet, but it steadily pulls wealth energy out of your kitchen's energy field. Each drop is a symbolic loss of financial luck. And because water is wealth, that dripping water represents money leaking away without your awareness. What makes this dangerous is not how big the leak is, but how long it lasts. It is like a tiny but steady blood loss that eventually weakens the body. Leaking water turns into scattered energy. This lowers the surrounding energy field, making the space feel damp, cold, and sluggish, even if everything appears clean and tidy. From an energetic perspective, when water is no longer under control, its power shifts from nourishing to eroding. People living in such a space may feel constantly tired, unfocused, or financially unstable without realizing the cause. This kind of wealth drain is not explosive or obvious. It is slow, subtle, and persistent, like a candle burning quietly in the wind. To resolve it, you do not need rituals or magical objects. You just need to restore physical and therefore energetic order. Water must be contained, the flow must be clean, and every small leak must be stopped. A sealed faucet and solid plumbing are signs that water and therefore wealth is being held in place. Regular checks, replacing washers, sealing pipes, or cleaning up mold are all practical Feng Shui actions. Each repair you make is a way of sealing a leak in your home's energy system. If there is dampness, you can place activated charcoal sea salt or a natural moisture absorber nearby to pull away the excess water energy that is spilled outside its intended flow. Once moisture is balanced, the energy in your kitchen becomes clear again. No more leaking, no more wealth scattering. Number 4, the stove faces the front door. The front door is the energy mouth of your home, where all external energy enters. The kitchen, especially the stove, is where this energy is transformed into life force, warmth, and prosperity. But when the stove is aligned directly with the front door, the energy moves in a straight line with no curves or pauses to slow down and settle. This is known as direct line energy transfer, and it leads to a loss of energetic depth. The energy and therefore wealth flows straight through without staying. Think of it like water needing a lake to settle before it becomes clear. If the door opens and the first thing you see is the kitchen, the fresh energy coming in is pulled directly into the fire of the stove and then pushed right back out. There is no time for it to breathe, to nourish, or to settle. The result is a house with shallow energy. Things happen fast but never last. People may see quick results but lack long-term stability. This is the effect of straight-line energy, fast, unfocused, and without a gathering point. Also, when the stove faces the door, fire energy can be pulled outward. The flame that should stay grounded inside becomes unstable, affected by the external airflow. This causes fire to scatter. The area near the door may feel dry, hot, or restless, a sign that yang energy is leaking out, leaving behind a cold, lifeless space. To fix this, you need to bend the energy's path. When energy is slowed down and redirected, it has a chance to settle, absorb, and build strength. A wooden screen, a tall plant, or a soft curtain placed between the door and the stove can gently curb the energy's flow, like a river bending before it widens and nourishes. If space is limited, use earth-based items like a brown rug, a small wooden table, or a warm-colored lamp. Earth has a grounding quality. It slows energy down and anchors the flow. This stabilizes the fire in your kitchen and prevents the incoming energy from rushing through unchecked. Once you correct this direct line energy path, the energy in your home begins to spiral softly through the space like a slow, deep breath. The air feels warm, dense, and comforting. You will feel a deeper sense of calm, stability, and control over the course of your life. Number 5, the stove facing or next to the bathroom. The kitchen is the fire organ of your home. It generates heat, life force, and supports both health and wealth. The bathroom, on the other hand, is the waste disposal center. It releases used, damp, and stagnant energy, what Feng Shui calls spent qi. When these two areas face each other or are placed side by side, it is not just a clash between water and fire, but a direct collision between life-giving energy and waste energy. This weakens the fire, drains the yang energy, and cuts off the flow of prosperity. Many people think it is simply about water conflicting with fire. But in reality, the bathroom does not carry clean water energy. It carries murky water filled with cold, damp, low vibration frequencies. It also contains waste qi, a mix of odors, humidity, and lingering airborne particles, all of which tend to suck out the yang energy from nearby areas. So when a bathroom faces or sits too close to your kitchen, this polluted heavy energy can directly enter your fire zone, dimming the flame and reducing the vitality of the kitchen. Fire needs purity to burn brightly. When dampness and waste energy creep in, the fire becomes weak, a condition known in Feng Shui as fading fire, scattered energy. In real life, you may notice this through constant condensation in the kitchen, cold walls, food spoiling quickly, or a heavy feeling in the air. These are signs that yang energy is being suppressed, and the life force energy that supports wealth is no longer strong enough to thrive. Over time, this imbalance can impact not only your finances, but also your health and emotional well-being as your body responds to the subtle cold and damp energy around you. Even if the bathroom is perfectly clean, its energetic nature is still about expulsion. Energy flows out instead of gathering in. If the bathroom door faces the kitchen directly, the exit qi flows backward into your home's energy center. It is like opening a vent in the heart of the house. The flow of qi gets cut short, escaping before it can settle. Financially, it feels like a tiny but constant leak, silently draining your good fortune. You do not need to build a wall or seal off the bathroom completely. The key is to regulate and buffer the energy between the two spaces. If you cannot move the kitchen or the bathroom, install an energetic cushion between them. A bamboo curtain, a wooden screen, or a frosted glass panel placed between the two areas will help redirect the flow. Instead of crashing into each other, the energies spiral softly, gathering before dispersing. You can also place items related to the wood element between the two, like a green plant, a wooden cabinet, or a nature-themed painting. Wood absorbs moisture and waste qi while harmonizing the conflict between water and fire. In the five elements, wood nourishes fire and controls water. So when wood is present, the cold is absorbed, the moisture is stabilized, and fire has a chance to shine again and spread its energy gently throughout your home. Number 6, an empty rice jar. In traditional Feng Shui, the rice jar is not just a container for food, it is a symbol of your home's wealth storage. In everyday life, rice represents nourishment, abundance, and prosperity. When your rice jar is full, it maintains strong earth energy, a sense of stability and sufficiency. But when the rice jar is left empty, your home's wealth reservoir also becomes energetically empty. An empty rice jar reflects not just physical lack, but also sends out a frequency of scarcity, the energy of worry, fear, and not having enough. In Feng Shui, your mindset and emotional energy are deeply connected to your living space. When you constantly see an empty rice jar, your subconscious registers lack, and this creates an energy field of loss. Over time, it weakens your prosperity field, leading to things like overspending or missed financial opportunities. The material and color of the rice jar also matter. Metal or plastic jars, especially red ones, belong to the fire element, which clashes with the storing nature of rice. Fire rises and dries earth, making the storage vault unstable. In contrast, jars made of ceramic or natural clay belong to the earth element. They are heavy grounding and great for holding energy. Earth also gives birth to metal, the element of wealth, so using natural clay helps anchor prosperity and reduce energy leakage. Your rice jar should be kept in a discreet location away from direct sunlight. After all, it is a vault, not a display. When storage is hidden, wealth is secure. When it is exposed, wealth is more likely to drain away. Ideally, your rice jar should always be at least 2/3 full. In Feng Shui, large empty spaces symbolize energy loss, while fullness represents ongoing abundance. To boost prosperity energy even further, you can place a small gold coin or a symbolic metal bar at the bottom of the jar. Metal generates water, water feeds. Wood fuels fire, and fire nurtures earth, creating a full balanced energy cycle that keeps wealth flowing without interruption. But remember, the most important element is not the object, but your intention and consistency. A clean, well-filled rice jar placed in the right spot is a powerful symbol of wealth being cared for, maintained, and nourished over time. Number 7, knives and sharp tools. Displayed openly, knives and kitchen tools are essential, but from a Feng Shui perspective, anything sharp carries cutting energy. These tools break up the natural energy flow of a space. When knives are left out in the open with blades pointing outward or catching the light, they emit cutting chi, an energy that slices through your home's energy field, scattering your fortune and affecting your mental and emotional well-being. By nature, a knife is fire energy inside a metal form. It is sharp, fast, active, and intense. But the kitchen is meant to be a soft, nurturing environment. When this aggressive energy is present, it throws the whole energy field off balance. The sharp frequency of knives speeds up energy and makes it choppy, leading to feelings of irritability, impatience, and even triggering minor conflicts to escalate into major ones. Kitchens with exposed knives often feel cold, tense, and unwelcoming, which directly influences the emotional tone of your entire household. Feng Shui does not label knives as bad. What matters is how you interact with their energy. When knives are used properly and stored mindfully, their energy is contained and balanced. But when blades are left exposed, especially facing upward or toward doors and windows, they disrupt the flow of yang energy. This causes what is known as cut energy, making it difficult for prosperity to circulate smoothly. Even the glare of light reflecting off a sharp blade can send cold, cutting energy through a space, creating unease for no obvious reason. The best way to fix this is to store all knives and sharp tools inside a wooden knife block or a closed drawer. This allows the sharp energy to be absorbed and neutralized. Wood belongs to the wood element, which naturally harmonizes metal energy. It transforms the cutting into a stable, peaceful vibration. When knives are stored this way, their energy is restrained, ready to serve when needed, but no longer disturbing the energy field. If your kitchen layout requires you to hang knives on the wall, make sure the blades face downward or toward the wall never pointing toward a door window or dining area. You can also place a small green plant near that area to help absorb excess metal energy. Plants carry the wood element and represent life force. They soften the sharpness of metal and restore harmony to your kitchen. Once sharp tools are put away, your kitchen immediately feels calmer. The energy becomes soft-flowing and whole again. Tension fades, conflicts dissolve, and your home feels like a place where peace and prosperity can grow together. Feng Shui does not teach us to change our destiny through magic. It simply shows us how to live in harmony with the flow of universal energy so that good fortune comes naturally without being forced. When the energy inside your home reaches a state of balance, prosperity will naturally flow toward the places that are orderly, warm, and filled with gratitude. So do not think of cleaning your home, tidying the kitchen, or adjusting small details as chores. These are sacred rituals that maintain the life energy of your space. Every time you clean or rearrange something, you are smoothing out the flow of energy, making it brighter, calmer, and at the same time gently expanding your own luck. The most important aspect of Feng Shui is not the placement of objects. It is the state of mind of the person living in that space. When the heart is calm, energy flows freely. When energy flows, wealth naturally gathers. A home does not need to be luxurious. It just needs to be loved, cared for, and kept clean each day, and that is the best Feng Shui a home could ever have. If something in today's video helped you feel more grounded, hold on to that feeling. Treat it like a tiny seed of prosperity. Nurture it with awareness and with small, consistent actions every day. And before you leave, drop a positive affirmation in the comments to get the energy flowing from within you. I am living in a space filled with vibrant life energy, and abundance is flowing to me every single day. Thank you for being here with Master Han. I will see you in the next video where we will continue exploring the deeper principles of Feng Shui for wealth so that you can not only hold on to your money, but also protect the peace in your heart.